Nina.
So today I'm gonna ask Mariya about their ongoing crowdfunding campaign that they just launched like a month ago already on Crowdcube, and they're raising 400,000 pounds. So we're gonna talk. I'm gonna ask Mariya about this campaign, and I also gonna tell you guys why I also joined the campaign by myself and I invested personally because I believe in iDAL and I like it. So we're gonna talk about iDAL today a lot.
Wow.
So,
Thank you
okay.
so much, Nina. I mean, it's a great idea. Thank you for organizing it because, I mean, the crowdfunding that we're doing right now is something new. It's new to us and it's generally new to the industry. There haven't been many talent agencies that have done it before. So there have been a lot of questions and I think it's a great opportunity to answer a lot of them with you today on live. So let's just like give me all of
Yes.
it.
I remember when I just posted on my stories about your campaign, people started to ask me, how can I invest if I never done that before? And I see that people are interested, but they don't really know what is crowdfunding and how does it work and what they will get. So I just collected all the questions and we're going to talk about it today.
Great.
So first, I want you to tell about iDAL. What is iDAL? What's the idea of iDAL, and why it's happening?
Well, iDAL is a new digital-driven talent agency. So it is a hybrid between a traditional talent agency and a direct booking platform. May sound complicated, but we believe that right now it is the time to go forward with innovation and create something new for the future world. And one day, hopefully, it will become a standard of talent representation. So basically, for agents, it means they can finally do the work that they actually are passionate about, which is developing and nurturing the talent and helping them with their career to achieve their goals without spending so much time on admin. All the admin, especially financial admin, is being sorted by technology. For our business, it means we can be more cost efficient. For our agents, it means they can actually use all the tools to be efficient and to do the work that they're passionate about. And for models, it means they can have full visibility and control of their career. Because when they use technology, they are able to have everything in a complete transparency. All their invoices, all their payments, their schedules, their work, their castings, and all of the things that were hidden in email conversations before between agents and clients, obviously for many positive reasons, but now they can actually have that in their app. And they don't need to chase anybody, they don't need to try to find out when they're going to get paid or how much are they going to get paid or how much are their expenses. They can see that on their mobile phones. And that's a complete game changer because the industry has long been suffering from lack of transparency. And technology is the answer to that. So that's what we do. We provide talent management and we provide it with a platform that allows everything to be more transparent.
Okay, I can't not agree with the lack of transparency in traditional modeling because I've been model for a long time in my life as well, working in traditional market with traditional agencies and agents. And it was most of the times it was very tough to build the relationships with your traditional agent. And as you mentioned, you often need to chase your agent, to build special relationships with your agent, to hope that this agent will push you for more jobs. You always need to ask about how much that job, and you can never complain about that in most of the examples. So yes, I personally believe in this, that modeling must be more transparent. I believe in iDAL that technology can solve this problem. as it's solving the problems in any other industries, with transparency, with middlemen, with agencies. And yeah, so I just personally believe that this can work. And I really, when I was a little girl traveling the world in modeling, I really had that idea and had that thought that that would be really great if we had our own managed like app or website or anything that I could do myself. I always wanted to talk to clients by myself. And when I first saw iDAL, I thought this is the perfect thing that's going to be big in the future. And I understand, yes, I understand that many models may think differently right now. And but I think that this opinion of models in general shifting to better world, because like 4 years ago, models would never ever agree to sign to some platform because they would be very scared of agencies and of their contracts, and they just didn't believe that it could work because agents are important. They still important, but yes, like after this year's models, after Instagram appears, all social media appears, all opportunities for people, for models appears, they can uh, they can take some part on themselves without any help of somebody else.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's great.
the reason, you know, the other trend that we're noticing is people becoming much more entrepreneurial. Models are becoming much more entrepreneurial, obviously due to the birth of social media, which gives you a platform to speak and learn, and due to all the tools that are currently available to young people. And we want to provide those tools specifically to talent so that they can actually learn how to manage their career and then have full access to all the necessary tools to do so. And they have also access to agents who are there for them not to answer how much money they are making on a particular job, because models have this access in the app. They don't need to ask that. They are there for them to tell them how to better succeed in their career, what can they do to achieve their goals. And that's where we see the value of the agent and want them to do that particular job amazingly and not to be distracted by all the admin that may end up in may actually cause in non-transparency just for the lack of time, really, and many other reasons. But yeah, technology helps all of that, so we're doing it.
Yeah, so iDAL will help agents too. So they just will not have to spend their time for all this managing work.
Exactly. So
Okay.
tell me, what are the questions?
Okay, so who are the clients of iDAL?
Oh, I'm not sure I can name all names, but basically, iDAL works with fashion and e-commerce clients, as well as production clients, and that is to basically everybody who makes advertising or marketing or e-commerce imagery. So the market is very, very broad, and if you know, for clients, we have two different solutions that fits their cost requirements or the service requirements. So the platform solution is targeted to e-commerce clients because for them, they have so much work to do and they have such a high volume of requests that for them working through technology means cutting down costs and cutting down the labor spent on working with talent. And then we have more expensive work for advertising and marketing campaigns where clients choose to work with an agent, where agent uses help of the platform, but assists a client fully on that work in order to satisfy their needs. So clients really, it's such a wide range of brands that we're working with.
Okay, so and how the platform looks for clients? If somebody wants to sign up as a client, some brand or producer, somebody wants to join as a client, how does it look for them?
So basically, they need to apply to be a client because there is a certain verification process in place to create safety for models. And they need to apply with their corporate data. So it cannot be a random person. It has to be a person from fashion, advertising, and marketing industry. And they need to also be ID verified in order to make sure that those are real people working in those companies. And once they get verified, they have access to a model board. Some of the models, they would be working with the client directly, so that's the biggest board, and they can filter search and find a talent that fits their campaign and then book them directly. Just think like Airbnb style, where you connect a client and a model, such as on Airbnb, it's a host and a person that is traveling. But here, obviously, it's much more complex because we do verification for clients, we do verification for models, and the connection happens for particular type of work that is also set in certain criteria to create professionalism and safety. And for models, once they are verified and they're on the platform and they commit to be there, then they receive job requests and they consider them and they either take them or reject them or negotiate them or work through an agent if they need to do so for those jobs. And they receive confirmation, they receive their invoices, they can add the jobs to their schedule, and in the end, once the job is complete, they receive a self-invoice with their VAT, which is a very efficient thing for self-employed people like models. And they receive a payment exactly on the day when a client pays, because we have automated system that doesn't allow us to hold the money. They automatically go to a model so that the model can be paid on time. So future tools that we're currently developing and are in the beta stage are things like payment next day. Because as we know, it's one of the biggest problems that models currently have is those really long payments. It can be 2, 3, 6 months, because there are a lot of things that need to be happened before a model can get paid. And we are currently providing this service so that the model can get paid next day in beta, and hopefully next year it will be a much more widely available tool.
Yeah, that's a great idea for models. Yeah. So you basically gonna credit models, or you gonna credit clients too? So you're gonna take it on yourself, right? Like as a platform, you're just gonna pay model as that amount that client supposed to pay, and then you're just gonna do it with the client yourself, and model has no headache.
Exactly. There are certain techniques to assess risks, and we obviously will be working only with certain clients for those purposes. But I cannot disclose too much information on this one because it's in development right now.
Yeah.
And I would prefer to tell all about it once it's widely available. Obviously, we're all about transparency, so we'll share that, but not once.
Yeah, I think it's gonna help models a lot. Mm-hmm. So, do you understand, right, that your clients are brands and advertising companies, and models for your platform as partners, as workers? So they are not clients, right?
You mean advertising companies?
So they are partners of the platform. They're not people that you trying to charge, or you. How does it work?
No, actually,
they're clients as well.
They are those that are paying to models for their work. Okay. Just same as in any traditional agency.
Yeah. So, and what is the main difference from traditional agency? If you said that iDAL is hybrid, like half digital, half traditional, or on the way to digital, or just like how does it work, and what's the difference from traditional agencies?
So the main difference is the digitization that allows transparency. So we understood that the main issue that models are suffering from is lack of financial transparency, because it's very hard for you guys to understand how much you're going to be getting paid in the end. Due to lots of expenses and commissions and charges and tax sometimes and all of that. And also it's hard to see, how, all these last minute requests and all the schedules that is changing all the time. And when you don't know what's going to be happening with your time and with your money, it is just hard. It's not only for your career, also mentally. And we understood that it's not like most agencies don't want to provide that transparency. It's just hard to do it due to a lot of labor involved. And that's what the platform does now. So instead of hiring even more people to be able to assess and assist every model, we just put everything onto the platform, on the technology where all the bookings are processed through it, and all the data that is necessary for models is visible to you guys, also to the clients. Contracts on demand, invoices on demand, everything that is making things more visible. That is the main difference. So if you go to a usual agency, you would work with a person that would be providing you with that information. And it's not a secret that people can make mistakes. In technology, of course, sometimes mistakes can happen, but you can track it. You can track it back and you can deliver transparency in the end anyway. So I would say the transparency is the main difference that is enabled by technology.
Okay, and maybe you can tell us about your team. Who is your co-founder and how you started it? What's your vision for the future?
So our team is now 6 people, those who are full-time in the team, and of course we have a wider board of advisors and investors. So I will say hi to everybody from our team that is watching. My co-founder is Ian, who I guess most of you know. Ian Lokran, who's been in the industry for 15 years, maybe longer than that. And his most recent position was at IMG, where he was a senior manager. And before that, he was, sorry, my video got paused. Our director of commercial and women's bookings is Mary Claire, who's been senior manager at IMG as well before, and also has been a model and a DJ, and basically has always been in this industry. Sophie Ball, our director of partnerships and talent, she's had a great career, and she is currently having a great career in digital. And Adrian, who is our doer and an incredible junior agent, as well as Stevie Joliffe, who has been a senior manager at IMG before and a director at FM, and always been working with amazing editorial talent. So basically we've got a team of agents that have believed in the digital future of the industry and are supporting our vision and making every single effort to make it happen. Super proud of our team, and I mean there are a lot of people behind it as well, and very happy to have amazing investors that are also in the industry. I mean I can go on forever, but let's keep it slightly shorter.
Yeah, it's a great.
I'll speak for an hour.
Great team that has really good experience in modeling industry. That's great. And so what would you say your goal for the future of the company?
We want to become the new standard of model representation. We want to change the industry where everybody is in one boat, everybody is trying to reach the same goal. So both agents and clients and models, everybody is just creating beautiful work, and everybody has complete transparency of the whole process, and everybody is getting paid fairly and on time. That's what we want to do.
Okay, that's great. Let's go to another topic, your crowdfunding campaign. So why did you decide to go to crowdfunding, and why exactly Crowdcube, and how you decided to do that?
So, you know, it is uncertain times, and when we are a super young company, so we've just launched during the pandemic because we've understood the opportunity, we understood that it's the best timing to launch something fresh that is going to revolutionize the way things are working, when we came to a point when we understood that we would be raising money, as most startups do, we wanted to do it in a way that is completely aligned with our ethos. So if we are about community, if we're about empowerment, if we're about innovation, and if we're about transparency, we wanted to do it in a new way. And the new way is to crowdfund, to give equity to people that are actually really passionate about your idea, but aren't necessarily professional investors or wealthy individuals. So we've chosen a way that is democratizing investment, which is crowdfunding. So crowdfunding isn't a donation, because a lot of people were confusing it with that. It is fundraising, where you, just in the same way where you sell your equity to professional investors, here you sell your equity to a lot of people. And the beauty here is that finally our talent, our fans, our friends, our clients can become shareholders from a very small sum of money. Investment starts at £10, so it is actually affordable to models, and they can become part of our company where we together grow the value of it. So this way we can be one team. If a model becomes our shareholder, they have even more visibility of our business, as a normal investor would do, and they benefit from our success. If we are making it happen all together, then once we are growing the company and growing its value, and models would like to eventually sell their equity, they're able to make more out of it. You know what I mean? Just the same as with any other investment. Of course, there is a risk to it, but if we share our success, we would like to share our risk as well.
Yeah, that's great that models can become shareholders of their agency. This is something totally new, and I really fall in love with this idea from the first time when I saw your news about your crowdfunding. And I invested personally because even though I know that I can't work with iDAL right now because you guys based in London right now, and I don't live in London at the moment, but I believe that you guys gonna cover Europe or entire world, and one day
I think you should jump on board right now, because we do work globally due to a lot of shoots happening remotely, as you know.
Oh yeah.
Funny thing that you are a founder of an app that allows to do that. And in fact, we are working that way, and we do create content remotely. So now the door is open for talent all over the world.
Yeah, that's another great opportunity for booking platform like yours to become not limited by one territory, but you can do globally. Anytime anyone can book a model from another town, another country, another side of the world, and shoot the content remotely, which Close App allows you to do. So everyone go follow.
I love this, our little advertising pause.
Yes, paid advertising. Okay, so yes, and you said that everyone can invest as little as £10.
Yeah.
And let's see this example. If somebody really invests £10, what the person gets, how much time, and I know from your campaign that you have some metrics of your campaign right now, which is £5 million valuation cap, 20% discount, 8% annual growth, and so the minimum investment is £10. Exactly. So what all those means, and how would you tell that to the person who never ever invested before and just see interesting project that he wants to take part in?
So I know it might be quite confusing, especially for people who've never invested before. But investment into us on CrowdCube works just the same as any investment in a startup. And right now we are raising on a convertible note, which might sound even more confusing, but in fact it's quite a widespread and common way to invest, especially in US. In UK it's just less common, but there are lots of companies that are doing it right now, and in fact government has been supporting convertible note in this year quite a lot. They've been investing themselves. And convertible note means that you don't have a certain price to our company right now. You're going to have it later at the point when your money will convert into shares. And we believe that this is the fairest way to raise capital for an early stage startup, because we don't want to put a price to us right now. We want our price to be defined by our progress. And what's going to happen with your investment now, if you put £10, we have 8% annual rate. So as a loan, it will become 10.8 in 1 year. And in 1 year, when we are aiming to do our next funding round, which will be with professional investors that will define the true price of the company, you will get your shares issued with 20% discount from that future valuation. But we have capped it at 5 million. Just to do something nice for our current investors who are investing in Crowdcube, so that then even if we're raising money at much higher valuation, you will still get your investment at 5 million maximum. So it's even a better deal. That basically means you're not getting your shares right now, but you're going to get them at the price that is the fairest, which is going to be defined by the future investors. So that's how it works.
And so, can we say that in simple way that if we buy share on in the cost of £10 right now, we on the next funding round, when you're gonna have it, like let's say for example in 1 year or maybe faster?
It will be 1 year. We estimate it in 1 year.
Yeah, so for example, in 1 year, so for those people who invested in crowdfunding right now, it's gonna be so much more cheaper to buy more shares comparing to those investors who is gonna join next year.
Yeah, it will be minimum 20% cheaper.
Yeah.
But you know, of course, we very much believe in us, and we want that price to be much higher. I'm just not allowed to name any valuations.
Okay, so as I understand, because I personally invested, and it's not only because I believe in idea and I have experience as a model, and I believe in this, that I want to take part in it in the future. I just also see commercial interest in this because just personally, I'm not very professional investor. I'm just starting, but I think this is very interesting film, and I think this is commercially might be very successful because in my opinion, this industry is ready for change, to go to the future, to be digital, and even better on this time, because it's not gonna happen right tomorrow. Not all models in the world gonna switch to digital platform tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but 100% in my opinion in future, like in 1, 2, 3 years, I think most of the models will be on digital platforms. So it's even more like it's better for us for me as I counted, to invest right now, to join now, because it's a long distance project, and I believe that it's gonna be there in 3 years. It's gonna blow. So it's really. So I was really happy that I have this opportunity to join right now on very beginning, on very first stage. So yeah, I think this is very
amazing. Thank you. Well, honestly, if I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be doing it. So I can't say anything different. But you know, everything. It's just the world is evolving, and every generation needs their own solution. So hopefully we're going to be one. And well, it is indeed, crowdfunding is very different to what any similar company has done before. So I do understand there can be so many more questions. So guys, if you need any other answers, please reach out to me. And I think, are these all the questions?
I have some little questions about a campaign as well. Like, I think we should tell people how to actually do that. Yeah, and how we can explain that it's really easy. It's not hard. You don't really have to be like experienced investor, or you don't have to be nothing. You can just, or to be located in some certain area, you just can go to Crowdcube to sign up and to invest. So
yeah, thank you. That's actually been quite a thing for me. A lot of people didn't realize that it's actually easy. It's an online investment. You need to pass a little test because Crowdcube is making sure that you guys are understanding that it is an investment, and you just pledge to invest online. The only thing that I would like to point out for people who watch us from the US is that from the US you aren't allowed to invest due to the rules that is established over there. You aren't allowed to invest online. However, if you really want to, there is certain paperwork that can be done, but then you just need to reach out to me, and I would have to arrange it with Crowdcube. But
oh yeah, I remember because I was in US at that time when you just launched the crowdfunding, and I couldn't. But I could do it from Singapore. I was in Singapore that moment when I did that.
Great,
yeah,
the
difference. Yeah.
Well,
so, and how people can reach you out if they have like more detailed questions, if maybe they want to invest much more than £10 and to have some more details from founders, from the team. So how? Yeah, email. Where they can find your email?
I'm going to write it in here. It's Mariya@iDAL.co. And that's really it. So I'm just worried that my phone battery is dying. So if I turn off, sorry.
Yes.
But
yeah, we did exactly how we planned it, like 32 minutes. I think we made it in time. Okay, I have no more questions.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nina. It's like, honestly, it's of a great help, and I hope it helps other people to understand what we are doing. And if anybody has questions, DM us or email me, or just go onto the link and become our shareholder.
Yes, great. Thank you so much for answering all the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.